Boston Celtics currently have 122.7 offensive rating, and just yesterday they put up 52 points in the second quarter against Atlanta. I want to go over that because it showcases how great they are offensively. So early in this play, you see Nickeil Alexander-Walker successfully take away the pick and roll right, and eventually they're like, okay, we'll go the opposite direction. That's a wonderful screen. Simons no longer has to worry about his initial defender. But also, you gotta appreciate how far away he decides to take this jumper. That gives the big no chance to get a successful contest off. A very difficult shot that he just makes look easy. Currently, the Celtics are 30th in assist percentage, which is kind of crazy because they are a good passing team. It's just that they use screening a lot of the time to get off shots. Keita on this play was the screener, and it turns out on Basketball Index, he's graded A+ in the screening category. They actually have him ranked second in the NBA out of 505 qualified players. That's crazy. Currently, only Rudy Gobert has more screen assists total on the year. Boston Celtics as a team are averaging 10.1 screen assists per game, which leads the NBA. And quite easily, they have the most total screen assists throughout the NBA this season. This is a huge emphasis within their offense, and believe me, if you're setting a screen as a Boston Celtic, you're doing it with focus, intensity, and if you aren't, Joe Mazzulla is going to let you know. Just pay attention to the quick decisions Sam Hauser makes after Derrick White pushes the pace. Catch, sidestep, shoot. It took them just 5 seconds to get a shot off after that rebound. That's called execution. And I believe quick decision making is a big part of their offensive success. Sam Hauser as an individual, A- on Basketball Index for quick decision making. But also they do a wonderful job attacking the weak link. Simons running off a double screen, and that sets up Atlanta's worst defender on the basketball on Simons, Mohamed Gay. Basketball Index has him graded F in ball screen navigation. So of course that on-ball screen is coming. Derrick White just slips the screen quickly, and now you got two on the basketball. Corey Kispert's like, I got it, and Gay's like, I don't know what to do. I got him too. So now corner three wide open. As I was saying, quick decision making, but you can tell everyone knows their role. After they push the pace, notice the ball just does not stick. Pass to the big, he's immediately looking to screen. Sam Hauser, the three-point shooter, immediately looking for his shot. He has two on the basketball, quick pass to Derrick White. And look at White, he knows the next read immediately. That type of passing is basketball art. Look at this defensive highlight. Stop the basketball and then take away the rim. Come on now. Push the pace, and they're so quick into their offense. They know what they're doing at all times, it seems like. Keita, one step after half court, he knows where to screen. He sees Corey Kispert. Guess what? F in ball screen navigation. Simons catches with a driving lane and eases into the step back. And now he's feeling it, and they end up switching the ball screen. Guess what? Asa Newell, F, perimeter isolation defense, so he's going to get any shot he wants. Another miss, another time to push the pace, and Derrick White gets a paint touch right away. New big man, Luka Garza. He knows his role. He's not even looking to shoot. He looks right at Sam Hauser. He's like, I want to screen for you. By the way, Luka Garza, he's graded A+ on Basketball Index for screening. Currently ranked 4th out of 505 qualified players. They got 2 top 5 screening talents. He gets just enough of CJ McCollum, so that sidestep 3 opens up incredibly tough shot. Obviously, as we watch the second quarter, tough shot making is a huge key to their success. Derrick White, Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown, Simons, Peyton Pritchard, a long list of elite shot makers on this team. Beautiful set as Derrick White passes, immediately receiving a screen, but at the same time, Simons on the opposite side is cutting. Now Derrick White is screening. They're trying to get Jaylen Brown in a dribble handoff situation. Doesn't work. But quickly they counter. Derrick White takes it. And now they got a match matchup that they like. It's time to spread the floor and go to work on the F perimeter isolation defender, Asa Newell. You can get any shot against him. He's just not comfy on the perimeter. Believe me, if you have a weak link out there against the Boston Celtics, they're going to just attack him consistently, whether it's putting him in actions or just isolating right at him. And quite frankly, not everyone in the NBA is Oklahoma City, where they have zero defensive liabilities pretty much. So when you're facing an average team like Atlanta, Boston can pick and choose from many defensive liabilities. But you also got to appreciate their best player willing to do the dirty work. Jaylen Brown, you're a 30-point-per-game scorer. You're still going to screen every now and again. That's a very little thing, but it truly sets the tone for the rest of the roster. If Jaylen Brown is willing to do the dirty work, believe me, everyone out there in Boston is doing the dirty work too. Alexander Walker takes him away, backdoor cut, right into another action, not even thinking about it. And look at what this screen does for Hauser. So much separation created, too much. He's going to knock that down consistently. At this point, you're probably thinking, oh, they're just going to abuse the Jaylen Brown against Alexander Walker mismatch in the post. Nope, he kind of uses that as a decoy. Derrick White passes to his big, receives his dribble handoff. They're so afraid of his shot to stay on the basketball, and then Keita rolling to the rim forces help. And then look at Hugo Gonzalez. The only option to contest on this shot is CJ McCollum, but he is getting screened out of his mind. It's the little things, ladies and gentlemen. And now this time around, after a rebound, Jaylen Brown pushes the pace, and guess what? He's got a small guard on him. It's time to go to work. Jaylen Brown has really improved as an ISO scorer. He was averaging .92 points per possession in the ISO situation last season, 57th percentile. This year, he's up to 1 point per possession in the ISO situation. Good for 71st percentile. And that's big for the group without Jason Tatum because, as we've went over in this video, they like attacking that weak link or the mismatch consistently. Once again, Jaylen Brown got a smaller guard on him, so guess what? Clear out, give him space, and he's going to get to the basket. CJ McCollum, no chance. I will admit, Atlanta is not a great defensive team. However, putting up 52 points in a quarter against any NBA team is still impressive in my opinion. And you have to shout out Joe Mazzulla because it feels like he's getting the best out of everyone at some point this season. For instance, for a couple of weeks, it was Jordan Walsh, Josh Minot, Gonzalez. And now recently, Ant Simons is going crazy. Same with Luka Garza. Everyone not named Chris Boucher has had a moment this season. And it's just wild. Boston Celtics without Jason Tatum, and they're second in the Eastern Conference. And they also look like one of the best teams in the entire NBA. They're missing a top-tier talent, but they're making it up by playing as a team, focusing on the little things like screening effectively every single time, rebounding the basketball when they have a chance on offense. They are cooking, and Joe Mazzulla deserves a ton of consideration for